Hey guys, Allie here tonight, and I wanted to talk a little bit about labels and how we, as a society and as individuals, really identify with labeling ourselves and others. And this is really limiting and for ourselves and when we're in relation with others, because it's putting them in a certain kind of box. But this is more in terms of personally labeling yourself. So there's labels that can be empowering, of course, and very motivating. And labels that are like that, I would say go for. If there are labels that create an empowering sense and help you identify and reside in the state of what you want to create more of, then that's great, But there's labels that can be very, very more of detracting and disempowering to ourselves if we really identify with them. And in the grander view, just remember that labels are just labels, and we're much bigger than that. We are the all that is. We're a point of consciousness. We are one with God and the universe and source, and we are way beyond all the labels. Labels and experiences are just things that we can experience when we put our attention and engage with them, but we're beyond them. But for this video, we'll just go ahead and talk about them because so many of us use labels. So if you use labels such as, let's see, I'm codependent, I have, I'm shy, I'm an introvert, I'm an extrovert. Different labels are all going to box you in some way, So the best thing to do, I think, is just to let go of labels altogether. And I'll talk about a personal experience. So when I was in 5th grade, I was so shy around adults, mainly, that the teachers thought that when I went into middle school that it was going to be a really, really big problem. Like they just couldn't see how I would be able to make it because I was so shy. And, I was told that as I was growing up, she's shy. They told us she was shy, da, 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 da. So consequently, I've always taken that with me, okay, well, I'm kind of shy. So I just identified with that label. And I would go out, when I go out in situations and stuff, in groups with people, I can be kind of shy. Once I know people, that's totally gone. So I have a little bit of shyness, and I'm also a little bit extroverted. So I have both, but I identified as shy because that's what I really picked up on as I was growing up. So when things happen, and if I didn't want to go out or be in a group or, felt awkward, I'd just be like telling myself in my head, well, it's because I'm shy and I'm just not that good around people. And, I don't feel comfortable and da, 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 da. Is that the truth? Sometimes. Is it the truth all the time? No, So I'm more of a balance, and it's very much in the middle. Sometimes I feel extroverted and sometimes I feel very introverted. Sometimes I'm very talkative and sometimes I'm more shy. So there's really no label for that. We're all individual people. So it's very hard to just place a label on someone because we're mixes of all of it. We're not just that one label. But what happens is like for me with the shyness, like then I felt like I would be too nervous to do public speaking and getting out in front of people because I'm shy. And, oh, what if my voice shakes and all this other kind of stuff? Because I just continued to identify as shy. And so that really limited a lot of the things I allowed myself to do because I thought that it would be too overwhelming for me. I thought that I would freak out, if given the opportunity to do something where I had to be kind of in front of people or with a group of people or things like that. So just notice, guys, what labels are you identifying with, and are they empowering labels? Are they labels that are stretching you to be all that you can be and to reach your full potential in this life? Are they ones that are like keeping you small and keeping you limited, And for me, I would say, let's just stop identifying with labels, because I think in the world with all these, almost 7-8 billion people, we're all mixes of different kinds of things, but you can't just place us in one box. Like I said, I can be shy sometimes and I can be an extrovert in others. So that doesn't really fit the box of she's shy, but that's how people are. We're more of a range versus just one spot as being one thing. And so many people identify with different labels, and then they take them on, and then they play out in their life. And for things that are limiting, like as saying, I'm insecure, or I'm not confident, or I'm shy and I'm scared to speak in front of people, or I'm codependent, all the different variety of labels that we can give ourselves, it can really, really have an impact on the way we experience our reality. And it can really hold us back from living like our grandest life, because we're identified with this very small limiting label that is not even the truth. It's just the only reason we experience it in our reality is because we're identified with that label, and we think we have taken it on as ours. But that's not the way it is. Labels are just labels. And the only reason that we experience them in our 3D is because we're identified with them. If we just let them go, or choose to, take on another label, like I said, to me, all labels are limiting, but they're very empowering labels. So if we decide to let go of the limiting labels that really hold us back from our full potential and what we want to create here on earth, and we either go limitless, I like that, or, just take on more empowered labels. I'm confident, I'm successful, I'm healthy, I'm living my best life, those aren't all labels, but you get what I'm saying. If we take on those kind of things instead versus the limiting, then that'll help, that will play out in our reality, and that will encourage, us identifying with a grander version of ourselves. But I just really, really want people to be more conscious, because I wasn't conscious about it. So I want people to really be conscious about labels that they put on themselves and labels that other people put on you. Don't be so quick to accept that. You determine what you want to experience. Don't ever let anybody label you. And also don't label yourself. Choose whatever feels empowering and expansive and filled from a place of love, and, go in that direction. But if it's a limiting, disempowering, small box, keeping you small in your life, let go of those labels, guys, because all they're doing is holding you back. They're just keeping you in this small little reality, playing themselves over and over and over. But once you let go of those, you can experience something much greater as you identify with different labels, or even go beyond labels. But you're not the labels. You're beyond them. If you're experiencing them, it's just because you're identified with them. So be conscious about what you're identified with, and choose to identify with the things that empower you and that feel good and that you want to create and embody more of. So, okay. I think that's it for tonight. I hope that was clear. And if anybody has any questions, feel free to post them in the comments. I will see everybody tomorrow. Have a lovely night or good day. Thanks. Bye, guys.